EA Sports. It's in the game.
Franchise mode is back in Madden NFL 12, and it's bigger and better than ever. We've added over 25 major features and improvements to our most popular game mode, and the majority of those additions have been requested by you, the fans. The biggest addition is dynamic player performance, powered by confidence and consistency. These two new traits will ensure that you'll never have the same experience twice when playing a franchise mode game. Every week, each player's ratings will change based on how consistent they are and their level of confidence coming off of their last game. If your franchise quarterback is extremely consistent, their ratings will change slightly. With guys like Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, you always know what you're going to get when they step on the field. With someone who is less consistent, you never know what you'll get. He could play better or worse than you expect him to any given Sunday. The players that perform at a high or low level for consecutive weeks are on a hot or a cold streak. You'll see an icon next to their name in the player management screen that tells you when this happens. Cut days featuring expanded rosters is a feature you've asked for years, and it's new in Madden NFL 12. Take 75 players into your first preseason game, then cut down each week as you try to learn a little more about the guys you've invited to camp. Off-season free agency is a much more fast-paced and interactive feature this year with a new free agent bidding mechanic. Square off against the other NFL teams as you try to outbid each other for the right to sign the best free agents. Be aggressive when you're bidding, or you might just lose that player that you need to turn your franchise around. Player roles are back in Madden NFL 12 for the first time in years, and they add a deep RPG element to the franchise experience. There are over 20 new roles that can be earned or lost by players every offseason, and most of them have an impact on the field in your franchise games. So that's just the tip of the iceberg. The rest of the new features range from being able to practice in franchise mode to a fully functioning injured reserve. From future draft picks to the ability to change teams in the offseason. We've even got a new scouting system. So we've added a ton of new features this year, and we really hope you guys enjoy playing franchise mode in Madden NFL 12.
defensive unit of your Carolina Panthers. And wide receiver from Utah, number 89, Steve Smith. And at quarterback from Auburn University, Cam Newton.
Bring your umbrella as we welcome you to drizzly Charlotte, North Carolina, and Bank of America Stadium. Gus Johnson, along with Chris Collinsworth, calling the action for you this afternoon. We'll see what the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers are made of in this preseason tilt. The Giants.
Playing on the road, always a difficult place to win. What does the traveling team have to do?
Well, Gus, there's no question that not only do you have to overcome a terrific football team, but you have to overcome one of the toughest environments in the National Football League. So emotionally, you almost have to find your own energy on the field. The bench has to be alive. You have to be cheering for each other. You just have to create that raw emotion to overcome what the crowd is giving you on the other side.
All right, Chris, with that in mind, let's go down to the field. We are ready for football. Gets the ball at around the 10. He returns to the 26. Number 29 was there to bring him down. And from Ole Miss, quarterback Eli Manning. They'll start at the 26-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He's searching for a receiver.
Something went wrong on that play. You know, you have the quarterback who makes line calls, then you have the center who may adjust the line calls. Just watching that protection, I think something went wrong in the communication between the quarterback or the center. Somebody, that was a mistake.
So they're looking at a 2nd and long here after the sack. Looking for a man. Steps up, and he's quickly sacked.
The quarterback had no chance on that play. Talk about raw determination by the defender to get into the backfield.
Yeah, not a lot of pretense on that play, huh? He is so strong, it seems like he can bulldoze through these huge offensive linemen almost at will. They're going to need to find a way to double team him if they ever hope to keep him off their quarterback.
And that opens up room for other defenders.
Yeah, exactly, and that's another reason why he's so dangerous. You need two guys to shut him down, which allows one of the other defenders to get after the quarterback unblocked.
It's 4th and long now after the sack. Munerlin fields it at the 50. I'm sure they would have liked to have gotten a little better return out of him there.
Yeah, that certainly wasn't one of his best efforts there. Maybe if he would have gotten a little more help from his blockers, he could have broken one out of there. You know, sometimes it just takes one good block to create a seam to get one up the field.
And coming to the field, the quarterback, who hopes to lead this offense to victory in this game. So they Line up at the 47. Straight up the middle, got room.
This is an offense that can score on you in a hurry. With this big play threat, veteran wide receiver Steve Smith from Utah is still getting it done.
He's just amazing, isn't he, Gus? Usually receivers will lose speed as their careers progress. I know all about that. But Steve Smith can still get down the field fast and burn you deep. Of course, the hands are still there, too. He's been giving a lot of defensive coordinators migraines for a long time.
And Chrissy is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one. Throws to his right. It's almost picked off.
As we take a look at the key players on the defense, it's led by excellent defensive end Justin Tuck from Notre Dame, who is the centerpiece of this squad, a two-time Pro Bowler.
Yeah, he's a guy that occasionally has been overshadowed in his career by somebody else on that defense. But now when you look at this defense, I don't think there's any question who the leader is. It's Justin Tuck.
He's dropped for a loss.
And when your defensive line can handle their guys up front and not allow the offensive linemen to get down on the linebackers, it really gives those linebackers a chance to look great.
Fourth down. The Panthers lining up to punt.
They'll start the drive at the 20.
They'll go to work at the 20-yard line. First down and 10. He doesn't get back to the line.
And as we look at the key offensive players, Hakeem Nicks out of North Carolina is the go-to deep threat.
And that's important when we talk about a balanced attack all the time. And if you can't stretch the field, you're in danger of becoming extremely one-dimensional. Hakeem Nicks is an exciting player that gives